fellas, it's your girl Clio and I'm back with another video. So of course, you know, you're used to my vlogs or whatever, but I felt as though we're going to change it up a little bit. So on Thursdays, I'm just going to give y'all Clio Talks. Like, we're just going to discuss different topics about different things. If it feels a little echoey in here, it's because I'm in my living room and nobody's with me. Like, it's just me and the dog. So y'all might hear him like tiptoeing around. Woo! So I was backing up in my driveway. I was about to say, who is home? Nobody should be home. Everybody should be at work. A girl's about to go to work herself. Phone's on vibrate, so we can get into this. So I made myself a cup of tea because with our talks, we're going to have tea, coffee. You know, something chill, mellow, not nothing crazy. My backgrounds are going to change from time to time. Yada, yada, yada. That's neither here or there. So today's Clio Talk, we're going to talk about children. Like, I feel as though people just be all over the place when it comes to kids. People be trying to tell people how to raise their kids. People don't even know how to raise their own kids. People just having kids with people who they barely even know. Like, I feel as though this generation is falling apart, you guys. Like, a fucking part. It's like a mess. Like, it's ghetto. That's basically what it is. Point blank period. Like, and that's one of the reasons why I don't have children. Like, people always come, you know, people always ask me, oh girl, when are you going to have a kid? When are you, going to settle down? All this and the third. It's like, I need to find the right person to settle down, because if I have a kid and I become like somebody's baby mama, it's going to be a wrap for me. I'm going to be like, Shawty, let me tell you something. We get married no matter if we like each other or we don't like each other, because my child would not be raised in a one-parent household. Like, that's beyond crazy to me. It's not happening. As I was growing up, of course, when I was growing up, I had both of my parents, but then of course things didn't work out with them, so they parted ways. But I still have both of my parents. And then of course my dad got remarried, so there was always two people in the household. So it's just like, I actually don't want my kids to go through that situation. Like, I don't want them to have other people parenting them, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong about it. I mean, hey, if you can do that and be fully functioning family, then by all means do what you gotta do, sis. But it's just a simple fact that people aren't having a two-parent household anymore. It's more common for people to have a single-parent household than for them to have a two-parent household. And I'm just like, come on, sis. Let's get it together, okay? Get it together. So that's basically like how I feel about the situations. Like, even if me and him aren't married, let us get to a common median when it's like, we know for a fact that we're going to be together for the long run. Like, I don't want to be with somebody right now and then 6 months from now I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant, and then me and him don't even know if we're gonna work out, if we actually like each other, whatever the case may be. Like, let us bond and be happy, go through some stuff before we actually say, oh yeah, this ain't working out. And now I'm sitting here stuck with the baby, and it's like, dang. So I gave up my life. Not saying children are a burden on you, but it's like, I don't want to feel like I have to be stuck with someone when I shouldn't have to be. Is basically what I'm saying about this. Like, let me feel some type of way. Let me go through the emotions. It's like when you break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you can't really, I mean, you can go through the emotions, but you can't really go through the emotions because you gotta realize that it's a whole nother person that you need to take care of, basically. Like, yeah, that ain't happening with me. Sorry. Point blank period. And then it's like, another thing is like, people are having, like, I would more say, no, let's take this back, because men do it too. And don't even sit here and fake like y'all haven't been doing it. Men and women will purposely try to trap the other so that y'all two can stay together. And it's like, do you not know that you made it harder for you in a situation? Because one person was trying to leave, but you don't want them to leave, and that's like you being very toxic because you're trying to throw a kid into the situation when they had nothing to do with this. Hello, like it's so funny because I seen a post and it was like people will be trying to have kids to prove the point, but little do you know you're gonna be stuck with the point at the end. Like what am I gaining from this except for another life? That's pretty much it. And if there are stories where people have been through situations and then they had a kid and now everything that they was going through in the beginning has worked out because they had a baby, so be it. I'm all for it. I'm happy for the happy ending. But at the same time, that just purposely cannot be me. Like, I can't just be so spiteful that I'm going to say, he can't leave me because we have a baby. No, no, no. Because guess what? He's going to leave me and I'm still going to be stuck with that baby. Period. Like, I just can't do it, y'all. I can't do it. People's logics be totally off. And I just be sitting there like, alright, cool. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm going to let it do what it do. I guess. I so guess. Like, I don't know. And then, I don't really know. I guess it's because I don't have children. But the crazy part is, even though I don't have kids, I still see situations where this stuff goes on. Like, in daily social media, just with my friends and... Nah, I can't even say my friends in their situations because their situations are wild. But it's just like, just the overall, like, the over fucking all. Like, I don't even know how to say this. It's like, people will be going through stuff that they don't even need to be going through because it's not really... I'm not going to say it's not that serious because it is serious. But at the same time, it's like, sometimes did you put yourself in a position to even align for this situation to happen? Or, I don't know, I just say watch all your actions because you never know what's going to happen. A lot of things could be right around the corner for you, and if you turn left instead of going right, you can end up in the wrong spot. And I just don't know, like, I don't know what to say for it. I don't know what to tell you, like, back up, turn around, proceed with caution. Like, instead of going left, go right. Instead of making a turn, just keep going straight. You say both of them options. Like, I don't know. Side note, don't ask me why I'm not drinking my tea. It's like dumb hot. I made this just before I started, you know, talking to y'all. So I'm trying to let that cool off because I ain't trying to burn my lip. I gotta go to work later. I need to be up to taste, mind you. And then, all right, so I covered the first 2 points. Third point is stop trying to tell people how to raise their children. If they feel as though their child can do no wrong in their eyes, then let them believe that their child can do no wrong in their eyes. Because like I said, for every action there is a consequence. So if you ultimately feel as though your child is not doing anything, so be it. That's your decision. Now, if you just want to blatantly ignore it, then you're just the one who's being dumb, and you need to figure out how you're going to now correct this habit that your child is now constantly participating in. Because it's like, hello, do you not see what's going on? And it's so crazy because I'll be out and about, and kids who, you know, like, kids are literally your test with life. Like, they're your test with life. Like, are you really doing what you're supposed to be doing to raise another person to actually get them to where they need to be when they get older? Because at some point they're going to have to take their test of life if they are going to have a kid, to say, okay, my mom raised me right and I'm going to raise them right, or my dad raised me, so now I have to raise my child. Not saying that everything that my parent has taught me I'm going to instill into my child, but some of it, some way, somehow, is going to flow from them into me, into them. So it's like, what am I doing? And it's a lot of times where, not saying that your child is always going to be the perfect one, but at the same time, it's like, every single time that we go out, why is it that your child is the one who's acting up? Why is it that your child doesn't want to listen to you? Why is it that your child is talking back when you don't need them to talk back? You just need them to listen, to do whatever plan you are trying to get them to execute. But people just don't understand that. So it's kind of like, am I doing my job as a parent to let them know when we go out on these streets, you are not to act a tail? Because if you do act a tail in these streets, I will knock you into the streets. And it's like, people be like, I already know somebody gonna be like, oh my God, that's so violent. Why would you ever say that to a child? This and the third. And it's like, when it comes to relationships, especially with children or anything of a serious nature, you always have two sides with it. It's the side where it's like, I'm your friend, you can come to me about anything, we can talk, we can speak, we can do whatever needs to be talked about. And then there's the other side where it's like, stop playing with me, because you know the role, you know my role in your life. So it's like, we're still going to continue on this role, but I'm still going to be there for you when you need me to. So that's how they both come together and we all work together. But if you always want to constantly dismiss this side and always want to be my friend, and you always want me to think them, you know, just you gonna talk to me in the type of way, and it's like, no, we're gonna scoot that to the side, we're gonna bring this back into play, and we're gonna remind you, there you go. And it's the mail lady every single time. Every time, y'all. What time is it? It's the mail lady. Every time around this time, it's the mail lady. I don't understand. But, hold on. I promise it's the mail lady. I just want to check what I tell y'all. It's the mail lady. He made me forget my train of thought. So, yeah. It's just like, it's like we have to find a common ground when it comes to our relationships. And it's like, some people have that amazing balance when it comes to the parent understanding the child understanding the parent, but they also have that structure where it's like the child knows, I can test my waters, but I bet not run it. I might pat, but I bet not wave it, because once you wave it, it's a whole nother situation. Now you're sitting there looking stupid because now your parent is on your tail, and it's like, in your mind you're sitting there like, why did I even start what I started? And you always go through that sense of regret when someone is trying to correct your mistakes that you should never, you know. But granted, everybody makes mistakes and everybody has to learn from their mistakes. I understand that, but some mistakes you just don't need to make. And that's pretty much what I gotta say about that one. Don't mind me, I'm bouncing everywhere. But it's just, children. I'm about to burn my lip. I can feel it. That's some good tea though. So like, And then another thing. If you can't take care of your child or your children or a dog, a bird, a fish, if you can't take care of it, do not get it. Do not have one. Do not buy one. Do not adopt. Do not do anything. Take care of you first before you think that you're about to sit here and branch out and say, oh, I can. No. Because it's so easy to make a kid, to buy a fish, to adopt a dog, adopt a cat. It's so easy to do it. But then when you realize that you actually have to take care of it and you actually have to participate in its growth and you have to teach it, give it time and attention, it's literally like, at the end of the day, it's a relationship that you put yourself into. Because you could have easily not have gotten a dog, not have laid down and had a kid, not have went out and bought that fish because you was walking in Walmart and seen a little aquarium section and said, oh my God, this fish is so cute, let me go buy one. No. Or you walking past the pet store, the puppy all up in the window, and you're like, oh my God, it's so cute, let me go buy it. No. Or you was like, oh my God, her butt is so fat, I need to go lay down with her. No. No. Because this right here is where your willpower steps in, and it's telling you that you should not, you cannot, do fucking not. If you do, I'm going to show you what you should not have did not type situation. Don't do it. Now, granted, it's a lot of people who are financially prepared or mentally prepared to have a kid, but they have a kid with somebody who is not on that same level, and neither one of y'all checked to see if y'all was even compatible, nor did y'all check to see if y'all was even on that level of understanding to say, hey, we can have a kid, we can be together, we can do this, then third. None of y'all did that. Nobody did it ever, and it's so sad. And that's why there are multiple people out here with multiple baby daddies, multiple baby mamas. Kids don't even have the same. I told myself, if I was to ever become somebody's baby mother, and I have a kid, and me and him don't work out, and I want another kid, just know I'm going to call his dad and be like, I don't care if you ain't speaking to me, if you don't like me, if you think that if I look gross, I don't care about that. You can come in a cup. I'm going to use my own methods of getting it inside me, and we're going to have another kid, because my kids can't have mixed match parents. And that's pretty much it. Like, it's not happening. It's not going to happen. Don't ever think that it will happen, because that's a no. Period. Like, if you have one kid and you just like, me and this person not working out, adopt. It's so many kids out here that needs homes. And yeah, a lot of the times the children are troubled children, and because they don't have no understanding. Look at, they're in the system. They they barely got structure. They've been bounced from home to home. They feel like nothing is theirs. So when they finally do get that permanent home, it's gonna be it's not gonna be real to them in their mind, because they're gonna always think that they're gonna go back into the system. And it's like, that's something that you would have to teach them. It's like, I genuinely love you. I want you to know that you are here to stay. And we're going to build that structure line to, it's like, they now have an understanding of, this is my home, this is my family, this is who I want to be with. And it's like, you don't gotta go through the whole baby mama, baby daddy drama at all. Once you adopt, they're yours, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's a process. Of course it's a process. It's always a process when it comes to things, but at the end, it's like, who you gotta report to? You already single mother, single father out here by yourself. So, like, I want to adopt so bad. And it's not because I'm not with anybody, or I already have plans that whoever I have my biological child with, that we won't work out, or, you know, X, Y, and Z. It's just the simple fact that there are so many children out in the world who actually don't have a home to call home. They just got a home that they're sleeping in, because they technically, you know, aren't put outside. They're inside of a home that is probably the worst home that they could ever live in. Period. Like, so yeah, probably in my 30s I'm gonna adopt a child. I don't care if they black, white, Haitian, Asian, Puerto Rican, Venezuelan. I don't care. Just give them to me. I might adopt two. Never know. Brother and sister. Two cousins. Two brothers. Two sisters. Two half siblings. What the fuck? I just felt like I needed to get that off my chest. Y'all probably like, girl, you just told me, and so y'all sat and listened. So I am about to get ready for work. Thanks for giving me your ear. Don't ask me why I look like this. Don't ask me why my hair, why I ain't got no makeup. Don't ask me, because this is episode 1 of many, and we're gonna always come back and talk about random. Also, if you got any like topics that you want me to talk about, please do not forget to comment below. If you got any comments, I always welcome all comments. make sure you put your thoughts or anything that you want to say down in my comment box below. Yeah, do not forget to like this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, because there will always be more videos coming. Don't, like I said, I know y'all probably tired of me when I'm saying I got more content, but I actually do have content. Episode 1 of many, not of this segment, but of another segment that I got going on, that is written down on the books, that is ready to be fired off, that is ready to be edited. And well, it's not ready to be edited because we didn't film, but we are starting filming this weekend. So please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to hit the bell, because I am going to be shooting them off like bullets. All right, we shouldn't say bullets. What's another one? I don't know. I figure it out. So my loves, until the next time, I will catch you guys later. A girl gotta go do what she gotta go do, and I'm gonna see y'all later.